X. Welcome to another episode of Good Dawning. My name is Mr. Floyd. Well, really, my name's Josh. Mr. Floyd with my handle on YouTube. And welcome, Victor. Welcome. Sorry, guys, I didn't make Truth Wave. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It depends on me and the dawning and my ability to get up and get everything together before or after. But trying better to make good Truth Wave in the dawning, Truth Wave energy meditation. If you're not familiar, check that out. It's at 9:45 Eastern in the dawning and 9:45 Eastern in the PM. Actually, it starts at the top of the hour, but it's a 15-minute chill space to chat. So good dawning, everybody. Welcome. Welcome to another episode of Good Dawning. We're going to shuffle some things around. There we go. And then we will do chat filter. There you go. So if you're ever running a lot YouTube live, you can always change the chat stuff in the corner, but always doesn't leave you with all messages. So the chat freezes up. All right, let's see who's here in the dawning. With us here, Suzette and Lara. Millie in the background getting ready to leave for doctor's appointment to clear Emily for school. Favorite of that. Mikhail, good dawning. Long time no grateful to see you here. Suzette's sunny verse. Nathan. Hello, and good dawning to my scratchy, not scratchy, but froggy. It's not even froggy, it's phlegmy. There we go, my phlegmy throat. There we go. All right, Shelly's as well. Good dawning. And I don't know if Neil's there, but Shelly, good dawning. All right, so those of you, we're going to go over a couple things here. Tonight, of course, is Laura B with Tarot and Oracle. So if you want to know what's up in your universe, 5 o'clock my time, 7 o'clock your time, and 4 o'clock if you're Scotty on the East Coast there, or West Coast, I should say. And so tonight will be Laura B. Directly after that, the three of us who took Dragonfly Val's class, Dragonfly Crystal or Val's Crystals, her Akashic class, we're doing practice tonight. And so the three of us will be practicing. And then all of you who have reached out, Bonnie all the way up and down the line, there's Shelly as well, Henny. And those of you who do want to join us for practice, we're going to be setting up sessions. And would be myself as well as with Millie and with Tamitha or Rooted Willow. So we'll get you guys all set up here. And I will try to get through everybody as well. But yeah, we'll see what we've got and we'll get things set up. You'll get emails. You guys should be getting emails in the next probably 48 hours, give or take. And so by this weekend, I'm sure that we'll have things in full practice swing for sure. But tonight is our first practice Zoom. So we got to get practiced up before we can practice with you guys. So, but yeah, check out, be prepared for those emails to come out. So if you want an Akashic reading, you can email me as well at Mr. Floyd Channelings with an S at gmail.com. I will get you on the list and we will get you an Akashic reading for free, of course. No charge to practice with all of us, and we would be grateful. All right, so today is 2 for Tuesday then. So today's mantra or today's word, judge not yet ye be judge not yet ye be judged. There you go. We're talking about judging people, and if you're judging somebody, really your source, right? There's 8 billion different expressions of source on planet Earth, right? And then from your end, if you're judging somebody, then you're not seeing yourself as source, because source allows for everybody to do everything, because source is the expression of it all. And so today's judge not, yet ye be judged. So whenever you're judging somebody, do realize you're stepping yourself right out of source instantaneously, because you're not seeing that other person, this Cowlick or something, as source themselves. So when you're not seeing somebody as their true divine source self, and you're stepping out of it yourself, to have to see that in the first place. If you're source, then you allow for all possibilities, and of course you set yourself up as source to see and to learn and to be all possibilities. That's why everybody has their unique lens and unique universe. It's a source as a whole has a grand range of experiences. All right, so we've got the blue tiger's eye. We're going to work with that later today for grounding and for a little Sekhmet energy. But yeah, judge not, phlegm ball. Yeast, you live in a dry environment, yeah, you can wake up like that. Phlegm balls, whatnot, yeah. And it's been snowy, and then we got like ice fog outside right now, which is always fun. So yeah, if you're judging somebody, you're kicking yourself, you're judging your own self. And what you're usually judging are things that you don't like with inside yourself that you're seeing in somebody else. And that's not going to get, make sure that's not going to get you very far in your universe. And then it puts your ego, you're better. Then your ego gets in there and you're better than somebody else. And so judge not, ye be judged. All right, so let's work with the Mind Info Oracle cards, the very rather inexpensive deck on Amazon. And let's see what we get here. All right, so these have been shuffled many times, but we will reshuffle here. All right, I'm not going to Vegas to being a dealer, that's for sure. That was a terrible shuffle. Although I think most of the time at this point they shuffle machines, but there we go. Nonetheless, got that big bubble in my ears. All right, let's cut the cards and see what we've got. Ben Bacon Bits. Biggin, biggin, biggin! All right. Like the candied bacon, right? There's a place out here where you can get all kinds of different candied bacons. Cherry candied bacon, and caramel bacon. All right, let's see what we got here. We cut the cards. Top one goes on to the right, and then actually top one goes to the right, bottom one goes on the right, and two more cards. There we go. All right, so we get the bottom card for energetics, and then the top three cards to see what we're going to have this week or today. And so today's card is manifest. If it's backwards, I apologize. Manifest. So you're always manifesting, whether you are aware of it or not. Manifestation is based on your thoughts, of course, and your action. So think and act carefully. So today's word is manifestation. So what are you needing to do to find the manifestations you're looking for in your universe? Aside from grounding, trusting, releasing, and not obsessing, which is mostly obsessing is what kills most people's manifestations. It's the continual thought of the idea of it because you don't see it in your frame. So you continuously have it thinking about it because it's not in your frame. And so that's where you bust your manifestation. Is the continuous awareness that it's not in front of you. And allowing it to be in front of you. So if you're continuously aware that something's not there, you're acting in that manner, it's not going to be there. Exactly. So you need to detach. I didn't state this. See, here we go. I was about to state that. But to detach from what exactly, thank you. You answered my question there. So yes, if you're thinking about it in a continuous manner, you will bust your manifestation. So detach. All right. Speak up. You got to speak up to the universe if you want to manifest something. You have to speak up to yourself, and you have to allow for yourself to manifest something as well. So what are you saying that's calling, what are you not saying that's calling you inside? And what are you not saying about your manifestations? And then finally, if you are manifesting something, generally speaking, depending on what you're manifesting, it could be a fresh start. All right. Are you looking to do a reboot in your universe, so to speak? You are being given the opportunity to begin again. So these they kind of speak for themselves. So sometimes there's not much you have to do, right? So in this case, we will manifest. Today they are looking for you to manifest. So what does that mean? It means you need to detach, right? We were literally just talking about how being overly attached to what you're manifesting is generally the number one thing that pushes away your manifestation. And so detach from your manifestation and speak up. You have to speak up to yourself and your universe and sometimes to others No, yes, get out of my way. I've got something I've got to do, so to speak. So yeah, and then fresh start. Once you have what you are you manifesting a fresh start? A lot of manifestations create fresh starts for us. So yeah, fire. Absolutely. So craziness, right? So we are going to end this show just a little. We've been running about an hour, but we're going to try to keep this to about 55 minutes so I can get to work. I have to scrape a layer of ice off of my automobile. And yeah, we got ice fog, and it looks like Nanook of the North out there. Everything's got this nice sheen about it. So yeah. So judge not, yet ye get yeast, ye be judged, right? Remember, if you judge somebody in any real way, judging anybody is not seeing the divinity within what they're doing or themselves. And that's not gonna, because then you're knocking the divinity out of yourself. If you're trying to be source, which is all you can be in the first place, not seeing somebody in their true light as whatever they're choosing to do or be in any form or fashion, exactly. So yeah, all right. Let's go ahead and cut some energy cords here. So from our end here, we're going to cut some cords. We're going to do an invocation to remove judgment. Anytime we judged anybody, whether right or wrong, there is no real right or wrong. Everybody has their own universe, and if we're judging their universe, then we're not seeing what we're seeing, something that we dislike in our universe and their universe. Wonderful, appropriate cards is. Thank you, Suzette. Thank you. And we're sending favor to Karen Suki's internet that's been flipping up and down there. So favor, Karen, to your internet. May it stay, may it bring some stability into, may it be stable there, right? All right, let's see here. Chat filter. Chat. That's what I thought. The chat, sometimes the chat will lock up. And so you got to go back in here and keep moving it around. Chat filter to all messages. There we go. All right. So yeah, let's cut some cords then. So what we're going to do is an invocation to remove or to recall all the energies. Anytime we were judgmental in our universe, anytime when we get judgmental, then we get on this high horse. That's my mother used to live on, that high horse, where she would be looking down upon everybody, thinking that she's better. Her universe is better functioning than everybody else's when it's not, or that she knows better. Mother knows best, right? Not always the case, right? And so from your universe there, there are times where you might have been judgmental, or you might have been rude, or looking down on somebody's universe. And really, when you're what you're judging is something that you dislike with inside yourself, generally speaking. So, when have you separated yourself really from others as source, or as seeing the source within them? I mean, before we awoke, we probably, or started to awaken, we probably did that 1,000 trillion different times, did we not? We saw somebody with long hair, we might judge them. Maybe you may not. Maybe a mullet, right? You would judge that. Business in the front and party in the back. But we would judge pretty much, like my mother, she would judge everything. So where in your universe, before you found yourself realizing that everybody you're looking at is just a mirror amongst yourself, and everyone who vibrates into your frame is there because you vibrate with them as well, then where in your universe have you been truly judgmental? And it could even be on institutions or otherwise. You may judge something. We when we were kids, we judged everything. Ew, this looks gross, and we didn't eat it, so we judged all of our foods. And then we found out maybe spinach was something we liked, right? Or broccoli or whatever it is, right? I'm not going to try that. Ew. And then we love it. So, but that's just being as judging as anything else. Judging can just be contempt prior to investigation, right? So you're judging something prior to even investigating it, right? So you're automatically closing off to something before it even occurs. That's another form of being judgmental. And so where in your universe have you been closed off to ideas, somebody else's thoughts, somebody else's universe, and not giving thoughts to even the ability to listen to it? Maybe you just shut it right down, right? You judged it out of your universe. Namaste, Neil. Good, much love and favor there, brother. So yeah, let's cut some cords in. What we're going to do is take a deep breath in. And when we breathe in, we're going to see us with at peace with everybody in their universe, meaning that we find peace in our universe and we can see peace in everybody else's, right? We're allowing through ourselves, through our lens, to see peace in everybody else's universe. And that would, of course, bring peace to our universe as well. Even if somebody's universe is out of whack, which you would think would be out of whack, may be peaceful for them, or it may be where they need to be. And that's the peace that they need right now. And as we breathe out, we're going to release anything that's not causing, or that's causing peace, this peace, right, within inside us. There we go. That's taking away our peace, right? So as we breathe out, we're releasing any stress, anything that's not bringing peace, any judgments that we have about others or even ourselves. That's one thing we're really talking about, judging others today, judging ourselves. That could be a whole nother topic. And again, generally, everybody you judge on or everybody we've judged on the outside of ourselves has been something that we don't like with inside ourselves that we've seen that we want to change. Generally, in the first place. All right, so if you want to center up, take a deep breath in and hold, and then release. Another breath in and release, and one more. And release. All right. I'm about to channel here, so I'm going to drop in the channel to do this. Mother Isis wants to come through because she's saying there is no, if you're judging some, there's no difference between anybody or their universe. Mother Isis here, dearies. We are talking about judgments today. So we are going to do an invocation to release judgments. Where have you been judging others? In your universe. That's not very loving or living. When you are judging others, you are seeing what you are not liking within yourself and you are calling it out on another individual. So we are going to do an invocation to recall times that we were judgmental to others, times that we were rude and mean and what have you to others because we did not like what we saw within ourselves, dearies. So take a moment and follow with Mother Isis, dearies. Join Mother Isis if you wish. We recall all the energies of judgment that we have ever released into the greater universe. We recall all the energies where we put our universe on a pedestal above another's, where we thought that our actions were more grand than somebody else's. And we made thought that somebody else's universe, and their actions and how they choose to conduct their universe was beneath us. We recall all of those energies where we looked down upon somebody for things maybe we did not understand, are things that we saw within ourselves that we did not want to face. We recall those energies as we are source and no different than those we've looked down upon. We clear those energies. Use your violet flame. You clear those energies. You bring them back, dearies, into your frame. For you have wasted too much energy thinking you are better than. You are different than. Your universe is running better than somebody else's. That you might know better for them than they know for themselves. We release all of that. We stand in our frame and see everybody as equal. See everybody as the same loving, living universe you are creating. They are creating it for themselves in their own manner. We say, we apologize to the greater source field for thinking that we had any right to tell anybody what they should or should not be doing in their universe. We release those energies and wash ourselves in the violet flame. All right. Oof. All right. Thank you, Mother Isis there. She's real big on that. My mother was really judgmental, and she definitely does not want to see that pass on. There's no right. She's basically saying this is a judgmental comment, kind of. But you have no right to be judgmental in your universe. All right. Thank you, Isis. Whoa. There's some balance here. Sometimes the energies, when they leave, is like they're not really left, but when they dissolve, my crown, as energy leaves my crown chakra, and it's like this big wave of energy. But judgment is, I like. Thank you, Krista. That's awesome. Judgment is a mirror, so what you are judging is mirrored within you exactly. Fire. All right, so let's do some manifestation work here. And our goals, of course, as well. So we're going to jump into our goals real quick. If you don't have your papers with you, generally you should remember what you wrote. And most of you guys wrote goals. If you did not write any goals for the year, then that is on you. We are on now to our third goal. We're going to, whatever your first mini goal was, mine was to drink more water, getting better at it. Mine was to sleep more, much better at that. And now mine is to eat better. I stopped last night, got some veggies, so rice and veggies for dinner in the fridge, right? So eating better was my third goal. Don't ever give away. These little goals are always good to give away because then you could get people to help you with that, right? So people might ask you, hey, are you eating better? But if you got bigger goals, like my moderate goals and my larger goal, don't give those goals away because those are goals of creation, not goals of like, these are goals of change, right? Simple goals. So if I'm not sleeping better, how are you sleeping, right? Are you sleeping more? But if you have goals of change, right, where you want to create change or do something, like big change, like do something big in your universe kind of deal. That kind of deal. Not just drinking water. Don't give those goals away. You will be giving away that energy, right? And when you're opening up that energy and giving it to somebody else, allowing them into your energy there, what you're trying to do, then they can try to feed off that. They can feed that energy with negative thoughts. All kinds of things can occur that can help to derail that. So if you have a grand scheme of maybe opening a business or whatever it is in your universe, maybe you want to open a restaurant or, create your own Uber door deliveries and whatever. These are nothing I've planned, but just ideas, just things that came to mind. Then you never want to give that away until it's actually, and you really want to surprise people with it to an extent. It's kind of like why the restaurants, if you ever see like a restaurant being built or a business, they put the paper in front. It's the same exact idea. So nobody's in there shooting energy in there. You're just seeing paper. You're that brown paper on the window. There we go. All right. So, never give away your goals. Now, if it's your spouse and it's a family, yeah, that's a different story. But generally speaking, you don't want to give away your larger goals. Obviously, if you have a business partner, it's a business goal. That may be one thing, but otherwise, I'm sorry, I've been spelling. Ooh, sorry. All right. Dora, good dawning. Hello. That was timing. Good dawning. I was literally looking at the chat when you popped up there, Dora. Welcome. Good dawning. Welcome to the show. And if you guys can, we have only 10 likes. Please hit the like button. If you did not already, please like. And if there's anybody new here, of course, please subscribe as well. We do this daily. And of course, tonight again, Laura B. And again, tonight, Rooted Willow, myself, and Millie will be getting on a Zoom. We are the ones from the family here who took the class with Dragonfly Crystal Val for Akashic readings. And so we're going to get on tonight and practice. And then you'll get emails, guys, within the 48 hours ish regarding hey, what times are good. We're going to create slots and such and try to get it figured out, and hopefully over the weekend get some good practice in, guys. Tonight, what time? Well, tonight is 7 p.m. Eastern time with Laura B. And then the three of us are gonna do a Zoom after Laura B. and start practicing. But then after we get our Zoom practice, and we're pretty confident, we should just take one practice that we can help you guys. Then we'll send out emails regarding Akashic practice, and we'll set up like over the weekend. Most likely will be the slots and such, and so. But we'll set it all up, and then pick a time, and we'll get you guys set up. But yeah. All right, so let's see who's going to channel. I'm going to bring in Saint Germain. I'm just keeping track of the time, about 20 minutes here. As I got to go scrape off my car and make sure I hit the alarm buzzer before 10 a.m. at work. So yeah, we do not want to be late. Not a good idea. All right, so let's go ahead, and we're also going to work with the Blue Tiger's Eye from Chloe's Crystals, which if you missed yesterday there, Chloe and I were live on Krista's channel. Mostly Chloe was live on, I just kind of hung out. But Chloe was live on Krista's channel, so if you missed that yesterday after Good Dawning at noon yesterday, it should be on Krista's channel at App Blindly Inspired, so you can check that out as well. And yeah, so all right, let's bring in Saint Germain and see what we've got here. If you're new here, I'm going to pause this for a second. I was just about to drop in the channel. If you're new here watching this in the replay or the rewind, guys, I am an open channel. So what you're seeing here is me dropping into channel. I don't have to do I don't do tuning like you see with like Daniel Scranton or like Archangel Raphael, Kelly Kolodny, where she does toning. Her toning, I'm not going to make the sound, but it's just to get her into the vibration that works. Lots of different people do different things. If you've seen Tara Arnold channel, she drops right into Saint Germain now, and so she's like she would be like the mirror of me with Saint Germain. And if you watch Tara Arnold before, her old video, she was sitting by a lake, which we will get back to at some point. Good Dawning will return to scenery in the Dawning, but as of now, it would be the William M. Hoffer, the W.M. Hoff Cold Good Dawning. We don't want to do any of that, so not gonna happen. But and then the next 2 months, we should be able to get back outside, hopefully, sometime in April, I would think. But we shall see. It really depends. It gets really cold here at night. But all right, so I'm going to drop into channeling here. So if you've never seen a channel, you are in for a treat. But yeah, with me, thank you. This is the Canadian side there. I actually got this from my ex, but since I'd been there, then it works because I've been to Niagara Falls, the Canadian and the American side. But there's nothing on the American side really. But yeah, kisses for all. Exactly. Cheers. Big Dad Neil, Good Dawning as well. Yeah, let's roll through the chat before we drop in Saint Germain here. See what's going on. Favorite Emily, if you're listening in the background, to Emily's doctor's appointment there. And all right. AI conversation coming here. AI conversation. Okay. Facebook. All right. Cool. I've been on Facebook in years. I burned up I nuked my Facebook account. I woke up one day and there's an account for this channel on Instagram that I need to work on at some point when my laptop's more stable. Trying to do Instagram on a cell phone is not fun. But my personal Instagram account, my personal Facebook account, I blew those up in 2020 or 2021, 2020, I think. I just woke up one day and went, this isn't healthy. Think, and nuked both of them. I didn't give anybody any warning, though, so. Sorry out there in Facebook land if you were in my high school class and I vaguely talked to you, but you were on my Facebook and for some reason I tell you, sorry, take care. All the vague people I didn't speak to from my high school who are on my Facebook and such, right? How many of you have that, right? Your Facebook feed is just like all these people from like high school you never really would have spoken to when you were in high school, but once you find them on Facebook, it's like, oh my God, there's the guy who used to, right? And then you have them on your Facebook. But, exactly. But then you never say anything anyways. You just scroll through their universe. And it's like, all right. So yeah, I ended up nuking my Facebook account. And yeah, it's been all for the best, honestly. But eventually we'll get the once I can get more stable on the laptop, I will get Instagram set up for this channel here and get it rolling. But it's from high school, although I have a good friends from. I don't have any friends from high school anymore. I mean, I guess if I reached out to like 2 of them, I could probably. But yeah, I don't play. Facebook is kind of meh now. Yeah. All right, so let's see who comes in here. Yeah, I don't know. When you don't have Facebook, you can only see like one article or something. You can't see the comments, but you can like read just barely enough to see what you need there. And can do some. Should we kick you in the? Oh, there we go. That's a comment. Should we kick you in the bits there, Ben? You don't want to kick Ben in his bacon bits. No Rochambeauing Ben. That's not allowed. There is no Rochambeauing on this channel. No kicking. All right. I know, right? All right, guys. So let's see channel here. And bit seems a little harsh. Yeah, to say the least. All right. Here we go. Saint Germain, we are grateful to be here. We are channeling through Josh for you to you this dawning, and we are grateful. We say the same thing every day, generally, so you understand that it is me, Saint Germain, channeling through Josh for you to you today, right? We are grateful. Are you grateful? Are you not? Are you being judgmental? We are going to talk about that today. Not an exciting topic, but if you are trying to be source love on planet Earth, then how can you be source love if you are judging what you are seeing? You have no right to judge anything on this planet. It is your job, really, as a light worker, right? If you are playing in the light, then you cannot be dancing in the dark, right? So you cannot grab the dark energy. You are not allowed, right? We are not saying you are not allowed, but nonetheless, if you are trying to be the light worker that you were born to be, right? The energy of love, then you are judging others. You are stepping on their universe, right? You are putting a big boot on the neck of their universe, right? You are saying that you are better, or that they are doing something that you don't like, or they are doing their universe wrong, or they are right. Whatever it is in your life that you are seeing through your lens into their universe, you have no right to judge. You have no right to make any statement about that unless you are asked energetically for an opinion or something, right? Are you understanding that you are the same energy as those you are judging? And if you are judging somebody, you are looking them straight in the eye and you are saying to them, I am better than you. I know what I am doing. You do not know what you are doing. That is wrong. Whatever you are thinking or saying, you are taking yourself, the source that you are, which is the same source that they are, which is the same source that everybody is, right? We are the same, right? So if we are the same energy, then you are judging yourself, right? Are you not seeing where you are just being mirrored from them? If somebody is in your frame, then they are energetically mirrored to you, right? You are not going to be standing here alongside, well, we'll make this a good example, right? You are standing on the street smoking crack cocaine, right? You are not going to vibrate up the King of England. He's not going to show up in your frame as somebody you would be vibrating with. You would be out of vibration with the King of England, and unless the King of England was driving by and got out of his car to talk to you directly, no, most likely your vibration would never circle around to bring the King of England into your living, maybe not loving, but your living universe, right? So if you are standing there smoking crack, doing fentanyl or whatever you are doing in your universe, you are only going to bring up those who are going to provide you with that vibration, right? You are staying in that vibrational circle. So that is what we are saying. Whatever you are doing, wherever you are, and a lot of this is going to be based on your traumas, right? So if you are clearing trauma, but you have not cleared all of your trauma, you are going to vibrate up people who are going to be imbalanced, generally speaking, with you, right? Who are going to be still partly traumatized, right? Like partly cloudy, right? You are still partly traumatized. You have partly cleared out your traumas. That's where you are. That's what you are going to see through others. And not only that, they're going to mirror you in your traumas, right? So they are going to hold energetics that will help you to mirror you in your traumatic self, right? Your trauma body, right? Are you understanding? So if you are judging somebody, then you are looking at them and they are in your frame. If somebody is vibrated, there's 8 billion people, right? So if somebody shows up in your universe and you are standing face to face with them, then they are a vibrational energetic match with you, right? You vibrated, they vibrated, the two match, and you show up together. When you are standing at work at the water cooler, right? And you are standing there talking to Fran at the water cooler. Here we go, right? Fran. And you are talking to Fran. What is the chances? There's 500 people in your office, right? And you get up every time you go to the water cooler. Fran is there. You are in vibrational match with Fran. Now you start judging Fran. She's talking bad about her children, right? You start judging Fran, but maybe you are talking bad karmically about your parents, right? Or maybe people are talking karmically about you as a bad child, right? Whatever it is in your universe, it's going to be mirrored back in some form or fashion. So now you are standing here judging Fran, right? Fran, there she goes again, talking about her children. Now you get karmic about it as well, right? So you become that karmic heavy energy. Now you start shifting your legs, right? You are standing there talking to Fran and you are getting uncomfortable. Fran is beginning to see that your energetic field has shifted, right? And you are now looking at your feet. You start looking at your watch. You may yawn, and you are giving Fran clues that you are no longer interested in her universe. You have now become rude and disrespectful because you are judging her universe, right? And eventually you end the conversation and you walk away, but you are judging Fran. So you walk away going, oh, she is so terrible with her children. But then you are hanging up the phone on your parents and yelling at them, right? Where's the difference? You are rude to your wife, right? Maybe you are rude to your husband, whoever, right? In your universe, there's no difference, right? So you are getting mirrored. It may not be exactly the same, but you are getting a mirror of that. And you are judging when Fran is saying that she is yelling at her children for this or that, but you get home and then maybe you yell at your spouse for this or that as well. That is your mirror, but you are not in vibration to see that. Yet you are judging Fran, but you are yelling at your spouse where there is really no difference. Are you seeing how your universe works for you to help you if you allow it, but most of you do not. You do not see where the people in your universe are the mirror that you need to lift you up, to make you into a better space, to help you to be a better individual, to be better source love, to be zero judgmental. As generally speaking, there's no shoulds, but if you are sauce, you are not judging anything, right? So Saint Germain asks of you then, when you are looking out into your loving, living universe, are you seeing yourself as a mirror through others? Or are you seeing yourself as separate and different? Are you allowing yourself to see yourself as sauce as they are sauce? Are you standing there seeing yourself as separate and better or worse or different? Maybe you are in lack, right? And you are seeing yourself separately in lack. Well, they can do this because they are who they are, but I am me and I am not worthy, right? So that is your mirror, right? You have a friend who has a nice car. You are driving a jalopy and you want a nice car. You guys make about the same money. But nonetheless, for your end, you have been grown up in lack, right? So you get a mirror of your friend who buys a brand new car and you want a new car, right? So your friend buys a brand new car. They are not in lack and they get the car. They are happy. They are driving the car. They are GQ, right? In the car. You're driving your jalopy because you are in lack or in fear and you do not want to create any more debt or what have you. Whatever it is, there is a blocking fear. So you have your friend to mirror the release of that fear and buying the car in their happiness. But from your universe, you will settle on the jalopy because maybe your parents ran around and said money is hard to come by. Or maybe you have a fear of losing your job and then you have to pay for the car somehow, right? You can rent it out in a Toro, right? If you have a cool enough car. But nonetheless, from your universe, what are you going to do? So you have to find that balance, right? So you get those mirrors in your universe. You want to move, and then your best friend moves out of town, right? And you're like, whoa, how did they do that? I've been wanting to move. Your mirror. Your universe is set up like a mirror through the others in your universe. If you are judging others, then you are judging yourself because they are mirrors of your energy. Saint Germain is going to repeat this one more time. If you are judging others in your universe, then you are judging yourself. They are mirrors of whom and what you are. You are source, and they are mirroring your vibration. So you are judging yourself because they are a mirror of your vibration. We love you. Are you understanding that? Saint Germain wants to make sure you are seeing that, right? Remember, everyone you meet has been predetermined to an extent in your universe based on your vibrations. You are like a choose your own adventure book, right? So if you go to the coffee shop and you get the Frappuccino, then you turn to page 3 and you get the cavity, right? Then you get the black coffee and you turn to page 5 and you get the acid stomach instead, right? So either way, right? But you are choosing your own adventure, right? Maybe it's all positive, but you get the idea, right? Ha ha. Nonetheless, Saint Germain wants you to understand that everything that pops into your frame, like a whack-a-mole, right? It's a mirror of your energetics. It's a mirror for you and a mirror of energies for yourself. So you are the whack-a-mole, right? And the energy is popping up around you, is mirroring you and who and what you are at this moment. So you are the grand whack-a-mole of your universe. And wherever you pop up in frame is where you need to be energetically to learn your lesson. We love you. We are Archangel Raphael and Saint Germain. We are Saint Germain. Raphael, no energy from Raphael anymore doing the channeling. He channels on his own. But Saint Germain wants you to understand that everything you see, everything you do, everything you drive, everything you eat is a reflection of where you stand in your universe, your energy. And if you are judging others, maybe somebody is eating a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and you are judging that, right? Why? You are telling them that you are better because you are eating chicken noodle soup? What is the difference? You are judging you and you are judging somebody. You are not seeing them as source. You are taking yourself out of your source frame. You are seeing through the lens of ego, the lens of your trauma body, the lens of the body itself. And you are not seeing that the energy, the ball of light that is driving everybody you see in your everything. The ball of light is the same ball of light that you are. You could swap the ball of light and energize a battery, right? The only difference is your ego, right? Your choice, your programming, and how you became, right? If everybody was born the same, and you all had to sit in a row, we'd all be the same, right? We all had the same exact AI teacher with the same exact programming. We would do things a little differently, of course. But if we were programmed, everybody was fed the 10 million words, right? And it was the exact same 10 million words. You'd see 10 million different ways to react upon that, but we'd all generally be kind of the same, right? Are you seeing that? And so we are who we are. And if you are judging somebody for who they are, then you are not allowing them to be the source love that they are. Remember, there are 8 billion human beings approximately on this planet. There's one energy that runs them all. It's the same energizer battery for everybody. Releasing transmission. Yeah. All right. So, Saint Germain there with a channeling on seeing everybody, judging people. There we go. No judgment there. Are you judging yourself? That's the question. And that'll probably be tomorrow. But all right. So let's work with the keeping this a little shorter here so we can get to work on time with the Tiger's Eye here. And so, yeah. You may see a little shorter show on Friday just as well. If the weather is good, it's easy. You just jump in the car and go. But you got to scrape off the car, ice off the car first. So, all right. My last 2 exes, one had heart challenges, the other with his hand. Energetically, they played out interesting, ended up being very similar. Yeah, you'll see that a lot of similarities occur. As you change, though, the people who come into your frame will change. And as you change yourself, then those around you may change as well. If they don't, that's when you have to figure out what you got to figure out there. But all right. Dora, welcome. Again, if I see you around, Dora, I think it's the first time. You may have been here before. If I didn't catch you in the chat, I apologize. If I see you again, I will give you a wrench. All right. I have a little microphone in the upper right corner of my keyboard. I buy property where I am mapping that is. Cool. All right. Ben's buying property. There you go. All right. This came from Chloe at Chloe's Crystals. If you type in chloescrystals.com, at one point in your universe, you will see a website there. Favor, if you want to help us with that, Mr. Floyd's channelings with an S at gmail.com. But otherwise, you can go to at Chloe's Crystals, and either next week or probably next week. Depends on when Chloe gets her next shipment, but most likely next week we might go live again. Just depends. But yeah, if she doesn't have a lot of new stuff, then no, until she gets her shipment. But all right, so let's see what we've got here. Again, energetics works best with your permission. We do not do anything without your permission. So if you would like the energetics from this blue tiger's eye, which should help to ground you, give you some Sekhmet energy, that kind of energy, and help to fill you into your frame, stick around, and we appreciate it. All right, so let's see what we've got here. It's a Droid Flip. Oh, phone. Okay. All right. I guess we're talking phones there, Lindsay, as a Droid Flip. I had the original Android phone, the G1, before there was even a Google Play Store. And I have the original Android phone. I hacked it to put onto the original Android phone Google Maps beta version 1 with GPS. So I have the first Google phone with the first version of GPS, actively works. And I enabled the pinch to zoom on the phone. It's in the coding, but it was not actually working. So I enabled the pinch to zoom in the browser, the Chrome browser for the G1, the first Android phone. And so the phone browser would pinch to zoom. After about that, I ran out of memory. All right. So again, we don't have any music or anything, but I would imagine the Eye of the Tiger, if you want to sing that, the Eye of the Tiger. I don't know, singing it. It's weird how like we have a mutual friend, Ellen. If you have not seen her, does karaoke. She's been around for a minute, but comes and goes. But some channels they do that. Like she does karaoke and she is fine. And I've gotten just from humming a song, I've gotten a warning from YouTube. So it's really weird how different. There's like no standard as far as if you can sing or hum a tune. Like singing a tune can get you a strike, but it's really weird. So, but nonetheless, we need some sort of music or something. So if you want to create some music for this, like it's energy time, we're gonna do some energetics. I don't know, but working with the tiger's eye, gonna feel it in the sacral chakra and the root chakra. It's energy time. I don't know. All right, we're gonna seal this off here. Keep it about 50 minutes here, so we don't want to be too much longer. So I can get to work on time, the church on time, at work. All right, let's seal this off. All right, I know being judgmental. I'm judging the topic today was not very exciting. There we go. Let's get judgmental about the topic we had today. Judgmental, right? Judging things, but no, seriously. Some of these topics may not always be that exciting, but they are absolutely necessary. And Saint Germain's like, yeah, they can't all be rainbows and lollipops, and so to speak. But so sometimes even releasing all of our judgments and such it's anything that's separating us from source. And being judgmental is a humongous way to separate yourself from source, and from the source, not only from everybody else, but from the source within yourself. Thank you, Krista. We truly appreciate you. Yeah, I did. They can't all be, and unfortunately, building a universe, we have to go through all these crazy topics like being judgmental. So, All right, so let's do we're going to close out today just a wee bit early, so I can go scrape the inch off of ice off my car, and I get to work on time. I imagine the roads look clear, which is good because they don't do a lot of treating of the roads out here because of the nature aspect of Colorado. So yeah, and there was somebody. You'll like this, Karen. Check that out. There's somebody got blown off of Loveland Pass. There's only one pass that's open generally in the wintertime, and it's Loveland Pass. I think there's like one more, and Loveland Pass is like 12,000 feet, 13,000, 12,000. And yeah, somebody got blown over and fell into a. Grateful they fell into a ravine and not fell off of Loveland Pass, but they got blown off the road. Their vehicle got blown off the road and went down a hill in Loveland Pass. And there's certain spots on a pass like that you could go down 5,000 feet a hill. So yeah, gratefully they were found by another person driving by. They saw them in the ditch, but you could be It's crazy in Colorado that there's some of these mountain roads that are still actually open, and you're driving at 12,000 feet, and there's snow coming down, and they'll have plows, like a plow crew running it like every 30 minutes up and down the road. But nonetheless, sometimes they can't keep up, and it gets pretty hairy, to say the least. All right, yeah, you should imagine if you're going out skiing and you're going to like a basin at 13,500 feet, 13,200 feet. You get snowed in there or something crazy. That's the highest, 45 minutes from here, the highest ski spot in North America, 50 minutes from here, Arapahoe Basin. Hangs over the highway. It's insane. It's like 13. The highway itself is at 12,000 feet, something 10,000, 11,000 feet. And then the top of A Basin's like 13.5. It's insane. All right, so let's close this out with a group hug. Of course, energetics, just like with the Blue Tiger's Eye, which we got from Chloe's crystals there, flows through the internet just as well as it flows directly from person to person. There's no space in between. All right. Take your left arm, put it up on the shoulder to the person to your left. We'll take our right arm and put it up to the person to our right, and we'll give you a Josh hug here, as Victor would say, grateful. Yeah, sorry I missed the guys this morning there. In the shower. So yeah. All right, so lean forward. All right, we send love through our left arm, spin it around clockwise, and it comes back through our right arm. So you may feel that coming back into your arm, through your shoulders there, and right through your neck. We send that love around in a circle. All right. All right. We send love to everybody on planet Earth. We see them in their highest living, loving light. We send love to everybody here in this circle. We are grateful for everybody who's here on the dawning, and we're grateful for anybody who may watch us in the rewind or replay who can get this far as well. We send love to all those out there who need healing. We send love to Rick. We send love to Henny. We see her running a marathon. We send love to Lindsay. We see her hugging her children. We send love to Suzette and her sunny verse. We see her sleeping through the night and her mom not turning off the heat. We see her with respite care and driving off, not coming back for days on end. Let's all see that. Suzette driving off, having weeks of chill, mom being covered. All right. We see those with housing insecurity out there in the universe. Find housing, find security, and find four walls. We see Henny and we see Lindsay finding the best and most ultimate abode for their universe. We see all those out there who need food in their fridge, who have Mother's Hubbard's cupboard is bare, who have food insecurities. We see them secure with Mother Hubbard's cupboard being full and tons of ready food in their fridge. We see those out there with water insecurity, having clean water, not having to haul it from a river. And we see fresh, clean water for everybody here. We see Mother Gaia with clean water. We see those out there needing a hug, being able to reach out and get a hug whenever needed. And we see those out there in the universe fighting wars, all the armies of the world pointing weapons at each other, putting their weapons down, and reaching out to hug those they would have otherwise shot without even knowing. We see Mother Gaia clean of all forever chemicals and plastics, and we see the world washed in a violet flame where all traumas, all dramas are cleared. All insecurities on this planet are cleared. And Mother Gaia is washed in a cleansing violet flame where her waters are pure, her air is clean, and the land is pristine. And we see all those today having the best day ever, however that is, without judgment of anybody else's universe, in love and peace. We say hallelujah. And so it is. All right, guys, thanks for sticking around for that. We appreciate you. Millie, if you're in the background there, favor to your doctor appointment. And everybody here, thank you. I take none of this for granted. And Laura, good dawning. We will see you tonight at 7 p.m. If you want to check out Laura's website, it's letspiritguide.com. You can get a jump on things. Laura is a Reiki master. And so Reiki works through the internet just as well. You can ask Michael from Healing and Beyond if you ever want to watch a quick Reiki. But if you need a direct session and have something going on in your universe, then email Laura at letspiritguide.com. You want a personal reading from Laura as well, you can email her, check out her website, and her prices are fair and eminently fair, and she is incredibly talented. So join us tonight, and where you will see a treat, where I channel behind Laura there with the energetics of whatever she pulls as cards. So yeah, a little bit different, but it's fun. So join us. I will see you guys tonight, and looking forward to it. And again, keep your eyes out to your emails. I will let you know when the emails have been dropped, and good dawning. For the Akashic training, Akashic practice that we're going to do with you guys. And I'm grateful for all who stepped up and won a free Akashic practice. Want to be a Guinness biggest for us. And yeah. And have a day as amazing as you are. And remember, guys, everything you do or don't do helps create your loving, living universe. So if you're still in your dark night of the soul, as you step out of the darkness and release it into the light and release you to your highest self, right? You don't need to carry that darkness. You can give it away to source, to your highest self. You can release it at any time. Once you do so, you step into your light bodies. And this is true. Your cells actually vibrate faster. They spread apart, bringing in more light into your body. You will physically feel lighter, thus making it easier to create your loving, living, and amazing universe, guys. I love you all. Thank you all for being here. Have a day as amazing as you all are. And I will see you all in the next, which will be tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern. All right, guys. Love you. Take care.